So how did you both meet? Stone. Good question. We've actually got that question quite a few times. We met at a franchise here. It's a food franchise in South Africa called Wimpy. It's very popular, like a diner type of place. It's mostly a breakfast place, but you can order lunch and other stuff like that there. We met there. I was sitting down with my dad, and I was having a breakfast with him. And I saw this girl walk in, and she was sitting down by herself, having a cup of coffee. She was my age. I looked at her legs. I'm like, wow, this woman is...
Yeah, that's weird.
She's kind of my type, you know. So I was like, yeah. I told my dad I'm going to ask her for a number. My dad just, he laughed it off because I'm a shy. I was shy then. I was a shy boy. I never had girlfriends, guys. I just didn't have the guts to go and ask girls out. It wasn't me. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. He didn't believe me. I don't know what made me do it, by the way, guys. I was desperate. I don't know. I needed a girlfriend for love. Yeah, so he got up to go pay the bill. And I'm like, I got up and I went straight to her. She was sitting right beside me, by the way. I could see her. And obviously, during the time I was sitting there, I was looking at her and she looked at me. She saw me looking at her. She smiled at me. So clearly that was like, come at me, you know. So I got up and I walked up to her and I asked her, listen, can I have your number? And she's like, no. True story. She said no. I said, oh, why? Why? Because she wants to get to know me first. So she told me to sit down. Well, I said, well, I can sit down here with you and we can get to know each other. She said, yeah, sure. I sat down with a complete stranger at this franchise. My dad came back after he paid the bill and he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. And he says, okay, well, he's going to go do some shopping. He'll meet me at the car. I'm like, okay. He went to go do the shopping and I sat there and I spoke to her and we spoke a bit and we got to know each other and she ate her food in front of me, which was very strange because eating food in front of someone you may like is a bit weird. You know, you don't really do that, you know. Yeah, after that, she says, okay, well, here's my number. She gave me her number and I walked away with it. And so I actually, you know what? I actually got nervous as well. Very nervous to sit there. I actually faked the phone call from my dad.
Why?
Because I was too nervous to be there anymore. So yeah, I picked up my phone and I said, well, my dad's actually calling me. He's probably waiting for me. But he wasn't. That was a lie. I was nervous. I didn't want to be there. I was nervous. So yeah, I put the phone away. She said, okay, it was good meeting you. There's the number. You know, so I walked away and I got a number. And then the next day we went on a date.
Where did we go?
Swimming pool.
The locals.
Yeah, we went to a public swimming pool.
And you got burnt.
And I got burnt because I stayed in the pool for too long. So...
And then I went to your place.
Yeah.
And then I actually officially met your father for the first time.
Yeah, so guys, the second date, it's not like that. She didn't come to my house for any other reason. Okay, relax yourself. No. But that day, that second date when we went to the swimming pool, my dad came to pick me up and I asked her, do you want to come home with me? Do you want to come see where I stay and stuff? See my room and see everything that my dog and everything. And then she's like, well... Yeah, she was a bit nervous because, you know, I'm still a stranger. You don't really go with someone, a stranger. So she said, yeah, let me just call her parents and tell her where she's going. So she jumped in the car. She's very nervous. She was sitting in the back, very nervous. My dad was in the car. I was in the car. We drove to my place. And then, I showed her around. She took a look at everything. I showed her my computer. And she says, oh, wow, I actually play some computer myself. I had an old computer. She had consoles. She has a toaster. She had a toaster computer. And then, I got to know her a little bit more. My dad was there. He's watching movies. Spoke to him for a little bit. It was very nice. So, and then she went home that day as well. So it was perfect.
Surprised you remember.
Yeah, I remember everything. I got a pretty good memory when it comes time to these type of things, RJ.